and the
live?
Yay! Then look on my ABCs. Then look at that.
Oh, there we go. Yo.
Then look. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H,
Wow, you did them all.
I, J, K, L, M, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Nice. All right. So how's everybody doing this weekend? What's up, Jay?
Then blue, no, red.
What's going on, Kentucky?
There is red. Okay, no.
We got 56 people in now. All right. So basically, if you're not familiar with my live streams, because my comment section is just, I get too many of them now to honestly answer any sort of questions. Yeah, I can get some, but not very many. But basically, I do a live stream every weekend, and that's your chance to interact with me, to ask any questions that you may have had in one of my videos or something. Obviously, Super Chats get priority because they literally paid money to have their question answered, but I try to get through as many of them as possible. The chat does move pretty quick, so we can't get them all, but we'll try to get as many as possible. Best time to ask questions when I'm looking at my phone, because then I'm actually looking at the comments. What's your favorite handgun? Well, that would be the FNX 45 Tactical for all-around favorite, because I like the game Metal Gear Solid. And then when I finally got a chance to hold, what is it, a Mark 23 by H&K? Dude, that was, I don't think they made that for a human hand. I think they made that either for like a Sasquatch or some sort of alien, possibly. Now, that's just my favorite handgun. Now, there's like a favorite carry gun, stuff like that. But as my favorite handgun, FNX 45 Tactical. Body armor is legal here in New York. Nice. I guess there are some states where body armor is not illegal. Speaking of body armor, I still got this stuff, and I don't really know what to do with it. Oh, damn it. Are you guys interested in, like, me putting this in a giveaway so you can have it? Because I got this plate that I busted up, and then I got the skin of this plate. I do have a plate that's not shot, but I think I'm going to give that away on my Patreon. I got another plate, though, that's not shot, but well, I shouldn't say a bunch of people would like to see me shoot it at 100 yards because that's a more realistic hunting distance. I already know it's going to go through because I busted armor that's twice as thick at 75 yards, but we'll do it anyway. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. I don't know if you asked the question, but I don't see it. But yeah, I can give away that other armor stuff too. I mean, it's no good other than to show it. I'll sign it and shit this way. You can be like, dude, this is CRS Firearms. Opinion on 7.62 by 51 or 308. Speaking of which, this is the bee's knees when it comes to armor penetration. This will go through any armor that is man-portable. There's no man-portable armor that will stop this. Because as you guys know, if you've been following my videos, there's two ways to penetrate armor. Straight up velocity and then bullet composition. This does both. This is over 4,000 feet per second. And this has a Bernal hardness, I believe, of 70-something. If I had more than 2 rounds, I would take one apart and test it. Basically, it's a sharpened drill bit flying at 4,000 feet per second. It's virtually impossible to stop it. I've watched YouTube creators shoot almost completely through 2 level 4 plates. I have arrived. The show has started, man. 223 comment, like always. Nothing but the classics. That's a weird looking bullet. Yeah, basically what it is this is plastic. it's just a container to hold this. I don't know what the diameter is because it's still on the taper. So like even if I measured it with my caliper, which I appear not to have by me, I'm not getting the whole thickness. But looking at this, this has got to be like a 20 cal or like a 17 cal maybe. And a 308 cartridge. So they just put a whole bunch of powder behind this, get it flying at a ridiculously fast velocity. And then this is a tungsten carbide. So it's basically a sharpened drill bit flying at like 4,000 feet per second. What's up, Bananas?
I want the top.
Where's your chair?
I want to sit on your lap.
Okay. All right, what do you want to tell them? Stage fright?
Heart was and wash my hair and I like cute.
And you're cute.
And Buddy's cute. And Mom's also cute. Dad's not cute. And I do ABC's work. And
You got to point to him.
And work I did. And I hope you day is channel is subscribe. Bye.
All right. Oh, where are we here? Burn. You're not cute, sweetheart. How old are you now? How old are you, Banana?
5.
She's 5. 2250, 50 grain. Yeah, 22-250, that's fast enough. Normally, you don't need something like this. The downfall with these is these basically got to be fired from a bolt action. They have a problem with feed ramps. They might work in a belt-fed machine gun because I don't think they have a feed ramp. It just goes straight into the barrel. But because of this, a feed ramp, if it breaks this plastic, because this is so much smaller than your bore, you're just going to cut a huge line right out of your bore. So you almost have to fire these from a bolt action. But normally something like this isn't required. Normally, you can just fire a high-speed projectile, and that's more than enough. Or just something with a mild steel. Now, on the sliding scale of steel, this wouldn't technically be considered mild because it's got a Bernal hardness of like 35 or 40. I can't remember. But on the sliding scale of AP ammunition, I call this mild because this has a Bernal hardness, should be somewhere in the neighborhood of 70. This is somewhere in the neighborhood of 35 or 40. So normally you don't need something this ridiculous. This would be for just a big, I don't know, maybe somebody making claims that Russian armor can stop things. Yeah, it's not stopping this. It's not possible. Not unless their plate is literally like this thick. Like I've got pictures of it going through this much titanium without a problem. Like you got to have like 8 inches of steel on your chest to be able to stop one of those. 6mm Creedmoor better for a gas gun. Well, 6mm Creedmoor is a 243. Yeah, I'm having a little bit of cycling issues with my 243 because I have the velocity so juiced up, but I'm starting to back it down, and they do seem to be resolving itself. So yeah, 6mm Creedmoor works great in a semi-auto. What caliber is this? Oh, this is a 308. 7.62 by 51 slap round. Or it says SLAP slap 0. Slap. I think it's just called slap round. Because it'll slap the crap out of anybody talking crap saying that their armor just can't be penetrated. Ammo shortage recommendation. Can we get your email? Yeah, this is my personal email. So I mean, if you just have something quick to talk about, I mean, I get a lot of emails, so it's got to be something I can answer relatively fast. But if you want, you're more than welcome to send me an email. Let me write it on the board quick. You know what? That ain't gonna work. I'll just comment it. There. But yeah, that's my email. If you have something fast to send me or something like that, if you want business, use my business email because that's even hard because as soon as I gave up my business email in the description, the Chinese companies just overloaded it. So it's painful to go through because almost everyone's like, we will pay you $10,000 for a 30-second ad for this. Please click the link. And I'm like, no, I'm not clicking that link. And it's just pages of similar emails. So that's even getting to the point where I'm about ready to scorch that one and start a new one. Do I like buffalo wings? Not bad. Whiteboard, correct information. Sable light armor penetration slap. Oh, that actually makes sense. Now I know what SLAP stands for. I'm glad 762x39 semi-auto is affordable. I'm straight up paying $700 for a steel case 223. Woo! Could you shout out my African fried out? His name is Eimgey. I'm not sure how to pronounce your friend's name, but what's up? I'm going to pronounce it the best I can. MJ? Ha ha ha. Don't fall for it. ATF. What's your favorite hunting for self-defense? Thank you for the $4.99 super chat, man. I don't know if you left a comment, but if you did, it didn't show up. What's your favorite hunting and self-defense cartridge? By the way, love your informational videos. It's hard to say. What? Is my computer not charging? What the fuck is this? No, I don't want to restart right now. All right, I might lose this live stream. Wants me to restart. Restart tonight. So if my computer starts restarting, I apologize. CRS is scared of the ATF. Well, I think everybody's scared of the ATF. 5.7x28. What do you think of What do you think of the plans? Because I'm talking shit. My cock is longer than that Benelli. Not me. Yeah, I wanted to actually do a build in a 204 because that's got the velocity to where it would absolutely be devastating to armor. It really does. But I want to do something more of a conventional, like an A2 build. And the only thing I could find in a 204 is like a varmint setup, like a big, thick bull barrel. Something that would not at all be, well, I mean, it could be useful, but it wouldn't be ideal to have to actually be shooting at something that may or may not have armor on it. The barrels are just wrong. Now, if I could get like an A2, like the solid buttstock A2, 20-inch barrel, that profile cut out of a 204, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to do a 204. Stand up and let the balls hang. LA police gear plate still. Isn't that what this one is? Yeah, this is LA Police gear right here. Yes, buy a suppressor. What kind of? What's the? No need to buy a suppressor. This one makes some esophagus. This channel. What's the news I hear about suppressors? Thank you for the super sticker, man. .22 nozzler. Fits in a standard. Whoa! I'll have to look into 22 nozzler. I didn't know that fit in a standard AR-15 receiver. My account was $69 super chat. What? Did I miss something? I don't know. It feels like the comment section on my page right here is moving slower. Because like I seen a super chat pop up right here on my phone, which thank you for the $10 sticker. But I'm not seeing it on here. What the hell's going on? 22 nozzler is junk. I don't even actually know much about that cartridge. I gotta look into it still. How's the Profit project coming? Oh, so the Profit, the guy emailed me, or I should say text messaged me. He said that it's complete, the barreled action. It just needs to ship out yet, but I haven't. That was Monday. I was hoping it would have been here by Saturday. I'll probably text him on Monday if I don't see it and ask if I could get a tracking number. But hopefully that project will be done shortly, and then I'll have that up and running. Can't wait to do some long range. Can you own a 50 BMG in Wisconsin? I most certainly can. The ATF is in trouble for lying on a warrant paperwork. Oh, no way. I heard something about that, but I was actually really busy when that story dropped, so I didn't really dig into it deep. But they're like actually legitimately getting in trouble, or they were just like, no, that's bullshit. You can't lie on paperwork. County, Minnesota. Please answer. Is it illegal to remove? Is it illegal to remove date stamps for magazines? Please answer. Is it illegal to remove date stamp from magazines? Thanks, love your channel. I don't actually have an answer. I wouldn't imagine it is, because it's your property and you can do whatever the hell you want for it. And it's a non-regulated piece of property, or at least it is in most of America. I don't know. But if they ever do a magazine ban, that date stamp will prove that that magazine existed before the date. One second, I gotta answer something real quick. So what did you want that stencil to say? Stallion. Sorry about that. Somebody was just asking because I'm having a stencil made for the Benelli, put on the side of it to have it say Stallion across the side of it. I already did. Thank you. What? Did you focus returns? Hey, do you guys want me to bring somebody else on this live stream too? This way it's more interactive. It's up to you. So I don't want to like take away the attention from you guys unless that's what you want. Because otherwise, like me and the other person will be talking. What do we got here? Just got a Wasser 10 V2. It's great, but I can't find 762. PSA just Put a bunch of 7.62 by 39 on there. Nice on the wasser, too. Let me know what you think of that later after you've run it a little bit. Get dark. Yeah, you're boring. All right, 1 second. I'll see if I can bring someone on real quick. I try not to be boring, but I always panic when I'm reading in front of people because I'm not the strongest of readers, so then it makes it way worse. So it takes me forever to read. What do you say? Oh, they want you to come on my stream. Yeah, do you want to come over here or no?
Yeah.
Sure. Shoot me a text when you're ready.
Yeah, bro.
All right, peace. Yeah, he'll come on a little bit later. But I guess he literally just started a stream on his own channel. Are you from Standard? I'll give you $10 to say Roll Tide? Roll Tide? Roll Title? I don't know. Yeah, have you practiced marksmanship? Have you practiced in the NRA marksmanship program? No, I've never been to Camp Perry. I wanted to go. I was actually planning on bringing the Black 13 there, but I'd get disqualified because it's got an adjustable gas block. Because the way that barrel's cut, it's got a step underneath the gas block, so I can't just use like a pin-in gas block. I needed something that actually clamped. And the only people that made a clamping gas block that was non-adjustable was Armor Light, but then they got out of all the Camp Perry stuff and the combat style of rifles, and they went straight up just hardcore 3-gun rifles. Now they no longer make that gas block, so then I went to JP. They had a gas block that would fit on that barrel. That's an A2 style, but it's adjustable. I've thought about trying to take a TIG welder or something and just weld that shut, but so for now there will be no Camp Perry. I might do something in the future, do another A2 for Camp Perry, but right now I don't even have anything to compete with. Wasser is solid as the sights are centered. Oh, that's nice. I've not seen very many AKs where the sights are actually true. So usually you see the pin hanging off to one side or the other. Come on, $20. It's my best offer. Roll Tide it. Bought 223 at 75 cents a round. Felt bad, man. Check out 243. I'm pretty sure that cartridge is impossible to get because we had sold a rifle that was one of the WSSMs. I don't know if it was a 243, but it was one of them. And it got sold. I shit you not. It comes into the store, never fired, tag still on it. The guy bought it years ago, never bought ammo for it, then sold it to us on fired because now he couldn't find ammo. So we sold it. 6 months later, that guy brought it back, sold it back to us. Then we sold that rifle again. Probably a year later, that rifle came right back into the store. So it changed hands 5 times and was never fired. Still had the tags on it, the stickers on the barrel, everything, because nobody could find ammo for it. I might, but the problem with the machine gun right now is I just can't feed them. Yeah, 40 cents a round, yeah, I can feed a machine gun all day long. But if I go and drill a third hole in an AR or an AK right now, other than a single mag dump, there's really not much I can do with it. And the problem is when I drill that third hole, now it's shop's property, so I can't bring it home anymore. So I need a way to turn that investment into something I can make money off of. So if I drill a third hole, I got to be able to make enough videos with that firearm to pay for the cost of that firearm, so it's just not a wasted investment. Right now with an ammo shortage, it's just not doable. I could do a 22 long rifle, maybe a Ruger 1022 machine gun. That's doable. But any of the hard calibers like 223 or 7.62 by 39, I can't. I'd do a mag dump and then it would sit in the store till whenever ammo comes back around to where it's actually affordable and widely available. I'm not going to burn through my private dump just to make some videos. I had 243 stocked up last year. Nice. Open bolt 1022. I don't know exactly how I would do the Ruger 1022 because I never actually, like with an AR and AK, I've already dug through the mechanics, so I totally understand the mechanics of it because that's always interested me. I've never actually dug through the mechanics of a full auto Ruger 1022. I'm going to have to look into that one. But yeah, I could do a Ruger 1022 machine gun because I have a lot of 22. And we still have enough 22 come across the shelf to where I'd be able to feed it. Do you think that the 6.8 millimeter next generation squad weapon rifle is really coming to the military in a couple of years? Yeah, but it'll be like the SCAR program. There'll be a small pile of them, just a really small pile of them, and that's it. It's not going to replace the M4. That's way superior of a rifle. Yes, in certain applications, the 6.8 millimeter does take the advantage past 300 yards. But really, I mean, what's the hit? Like, realistically, like, wipe all the bullshit aside. What is the hit rate percentage at that range from just normal troops? I'm guessing it's like a point with a shit ton of zeros and a 1. That's what your designated marksman's for. So why give these guys an advantage past 300 yards when they're only going to be doing work inside of 300 yards? Like, there's just real no purpose to give them that sort of an advantage for a longer range, because what would you gain? You wouldn't gain anything. You would just disadvantage them at a closer range, if that makes any sense. And thank you for the $20 sticker, man. It's pretty awesome. It's not showing up on the computer, but like I can actually see a sticker right here. It's got like the sky jumping. Let's talk next week about shipping the stencil. Max they will go is 2K. Ever buy is 2,000 6.8 guns. I don't know exactly what they're going to buy for the 6.8 platform. I know they'll buy some because they basically already agreed to it. And just like the SCAR program, they already agreed to it. So they're going to buy a handful of them. It's just basically going to wind up turning into a Gucci gun us civilians want. And that cartridge does have promise. What they did is they took a 270 and they cut it down to a 308 case. Something like this, forget about the Sabo, but just the casing. So they took a really long case, they cut it down, but then they put enough pressure in that case to where it can still get the same velocity as if it was a full-size 270. So we're talking like, what, 3,300 feet per second on like 130 grain, 6.8? That's a punch right there. Steel versus brass. It's not the steel versus brass that's a problem. It's the projectile itself. With steel case, you almost always get a bimetal bullet, which is super hard on barrels. It's fine in an AK because who really cares? You don't buy an AK for accuracy, so if your barrel gets chewed to shit, it doesn't really matter. But a premium rifle, something you want under like 3 MOA, you just don't run steel case because there's probably a bimetal bullet on there. Bimetal bullet rapidly wears out your barrel. You'll go from like a barrel life of 10,000 rounds down to like a barrel life of like 6,000 rounds. So it almost doubles the wear it's going to put on top of your barrel. So typically, if you have a decent rifle, you don't run steel case through it because why would you have time and effort putting into a solid rifle that's got solid accuracy and then just run shit ammo through there and burn your accuracy out twice as fast? Caught me on a little cat nap. Best call a friend. Steel case is for com block guns only. Oh, I agree. Like, seriously, if I was making like an AK, then yeah, steel case is just fine because who really cares? I'm not trying to shoot because that rifle takes a big old fat poopy at 50 yards, like ballistically speaking, and then it's like worthless past 300 yards. You can do it, but you really got to know what you're doing and you got to understand the drop of it. I'm looking at a close a close range, I'm thinking 50 yards. Maybe 100 yards is where that gun would play in for me because that's its strengths. So I don't really care about accuracy. Even if it's got like an 8 MOA rifle, that's still going to hit at 100 yards. And I'm not shooting past the 100 yards, so yeah, steel case is fine. Or if I'm just building like just a pile of crap, full auto, A2 carbine, accuracy don't matter. It's just there to basically look cool. Yeah, steel case is just fine. Throw in a chrome line barrel and just let that hillside have it. Steel cases for people who buy bulk ammo during an ammo shortage, aka me. That's hilarious. 50 yards for a rifle. Well, yeah, like, all right, so if I'm really chopping a rifle down like pistol size, 7.62 by 39 is not a bad option. Because even with a full-length barrel, they're still flying under 2,200 feet per second at 50 yards. So you're not losing that much by chopping that barrel down because there wasn't much there to lose in the first place. If you're already at the bottom of the barrel, you can't go any lower. So when I'm talking like pistol size, like real pistol size, something I would actually use, I'd be looking at a 7.62 by 39 package because I didn't really lose anything. Now you take like a 5.56 and start hacking that barrel down, you're losing really, really, really fast. Your range starts at about 300 yards. Chop it down to like 16 inches. I'm going to make the numbers up here. So let's say now that it's above 2,200 feet per second, to, I don't know, 200 yards. I don't have the data, so I'm just making this up. And then as you go lower, the range comes in and in and in and in and in. You're losing a lot by chopping down a 5.56 barrel. Well, in AK, they're already flying slow. They drop under 2,200 feet per second at 50 yards. So chopping that barrel down to nothing, it doesn't really matter. You're not losing anything. CRS Firearms, best. Where is it coming? Even I lost it. CRS Firearms, best long gun to get into my wife. Like, are you saying the best gun that will sweeten her up for sex, or the best gun to get her into? Or are you saying best gun to get into her? Am I reading that wrong? Best long gun to get into my wife. I mean, my wife into. Duh. 5.56 all the way. Now it's a question if you want to run glass on it. If she's a complete novice with firearms, man, throw a red dot on there. Because that has a very, very short learning curve. Good to go. Put it at a fixed range, maybe 36 yards or 50 yards or something like that, and just let her have at it. Because the important thing is that she has fun. If she doesn't have fun, she's never going to get into it. So that's why you encourage selfies. Bring your girlfriends out there, have fun. And you throw around like a 16-inch carbine with a red dot on it, she's going to have a blast. She's going to be like, wow, I'm like hitting the target, and that's awesome. Take it out beforehand, get it zero. Don't make her go through all that shit. Make it so she just picks it up and she hits what she's shooting at. She will have a blast. Put reactive targets out there like Coca-Cola and like shake up the bottle, put it down on the range and let her shoot that. When she sees an explosion, like, that was amazing. And that's how you get them into firearms. One MOA, 16, 500, 500 yard gun, dude. Best ACOG clone. I don't get into the clones. I played with those once upon a time. Remember, I'm old enough to where you couldn't just jump on the internet and order stuff. So you had to buy through mail order catalogs. So I'd go and buy like a clone or a knockoff of something. I'd take 3 weeks for my money order to get there, or I'd call it in, which you just didn't do because you were afraid everybody would get your credit card number. So you like sent a check or a money order. So you're looking at 3 weeks to get there. Then like a week to process your order and another 3 weeks to get back. So if you ordered a clone or something that was just as good and it broke, you've already got so much time invested into that. That's what got me into, like, I just go for quality right away. Buy once, cry once. Now, I get why people run clones. I get that. I do. It's just the wrong question to ask me because I don't. There's far better sources of information for that particular question out there. I'm not it. This live is gold. Thank you, man. What happened to the binary trigger project with the Irishman? I actually didn't hear anything from him. I don't know if he had anything to do with the, how's that trigger called? The force reset. Because yeah, like shortly after we talked, because he had the finances, the facilities, he most definitely could have did something. So I don't know if like he did something with it and it's already out there or what happened. I haven't talked to him in a while. Pretty much since shortly after I made that video. Dude, you are always entertaining. Thanks, man. How does MA55 with steel penetrators go against armor? Shit, it doesn't have the velocity. If you're running a core like this, like there's a lot of steel behind there, then yeah, you're going to have some armor penetration. Or even like this where you're talking about a core with a Bernal of like 30 or 40, but you have 162 grains, yeah, you're going to penetrate some armor. However, when you're talking like a 2 or 3 grain little slug and a 62 grain projectile, but you're not accelerating the velocity to above 3,200 feet per second, it really doesn't make a difference. Thank you for facing the mass the way you do. What? One second. Phone's crapping out, so I'm having troubles keeping up with comments.
Delusions.
Thanks for facing the mass delusions the way you do. You're great. Keep up the work. Thanks, man. I'm trying to get this back onto YouTube real quick so I can read the comments off of here. Oh, there we go. All right, we're back going. All right, delusions equals leftist. What mag has a freaking date stamp on it? I have no idea. How many ATF agents enjoyed the show? I'm sure a pile of them. What's the best bayonet to use on factions? I don't know. I'll tell you what bayonet I use, though. Somewhere around here. M9. Mine didn't come sharp, though. This is made by Ontario Knife Company, so I had to do it myself. So there's a chance yours may not come sharp, so you may have to do yours yourself. Take your time. You can get it. Now, Smith & Wesson makes a version of this. I actually did a comparison video with them. This is obviously a much higher quality knife, but I think for most people, the Smith & Wesson will do the job they're looking for if they're not actually going to like put it on their rifle and start bayoneting stuff, because that's a lot of stress on the blade. But if you want, you know, like a knife you can put on your rifle to make some Instagram photos and like actually use it like a real knife, it'll work just fine. But they use a lot of like billet, I believe, yeah, billet parts, where the OKC, that's all forged parts. It's just a higher quality. It's made for getting rough with. Don't matter if you stamps. My dad always said if the factory can't ship it, there's a reason. Logan near Wisconsin. What's up, Wisconsin? What do you think of M1 Carbine? The M1 Carbine's got its place. I'm not really the biggest fan of it because I'd rather go with like a Mini 14 or an M14. I get the appeal to it. I do. If I'm going to have a pistol cartridge, like firearm though, and it's not a pistol, I'm thinking like submachine gun. That's where my heart's at. If I have a full auto M1 Carbine, yeah, I'd think about it a little bit more. I'd want the barrel chopped down and stuff. But it'd have to be full auto. That's the only way I can justify in my head a pistol caliber cartridge in something that's rifle length. Because it takes 269. Here is 222 kits. Because it takes 69. It takes 2 to 69. Oh, I get it. I get it. Here is 2 getting a AR 22 kit. Yeah, but even in an AR 22 kit, it's not the same as like a dedicated full auto firearm. M2 Carbine. Oh yeah, if I can afford the full auto one, I'm down with the M1, M2 carbines. But yeah, otherwise I'm going to something a little bit heavier. M14 over M1 or M2, please stop FUDs. M1, its place 60 years ago. That's true. I mean, if you put like an M1 carbine up against like an MP9 SD, there's no comparison. The MP9 SD is a superior firearm in just about every way, shape, and form. What the hell do they have now for a submachine gun? The Rattler or something like that? Anyway, you go up to like, okay, so now you got the MP9 or the MP5 SD. Put that up against a 300 Blackout, like the Honey Badger with a silencer on it. Now there's no comparison again. So, like, yeah, the M1 Carbine was awesome before, but, dude, it doesn't even compare against, like, the Honey Badger, the MP5 SD, or something like that. Oh, yeah, I agree. Historic firearms are a lot of fun. There's no argument there whatsoever. If you're buying it because it's fun, yeah, that's a good way to go. Like, I'm going to get an 1887 and I'm going to make it a trench gun because it's fun. It has no practical use in the real world, but it's still fun. What is the best type of gas system? What is the best type of gas to use? .30-30 lever action Marlin. Everybody loves my 4570. Yeah, because it's different. After a while, like, you know, you get into video games, like, okay, I need an AR, and I need that shit modded out. I need sights and lasers and grips and 2 magazines that are duct taped together, and I want a magazine taped on the handrail so I can just rip it off if I need it. And, well, you evolve, and then you're like, okay, so maybe I don't need all that crap. Maybe I'll just stick with a red dot. Well, then eventually that gets old too, and then you're like, okay, let's go get the lever action out or something like that. And you kind of get an immunity to all the tactical stuff after like 23 years old. Then you start looking at the historical stuff because you're like, yeah, that's cool. And it definitely has a purpose. If the world ended, that's the rifle I would grab. But going to the range and just doing mag dumps is boring. Like, I want something a little bit more fun. So then you get into like your lever actions and single action armies and stuff like that because it's a more enjoyable experience. His phone messed up. Oh, who made? Yeah, Joe. OMG, $10. Thank you, man. Anyway, what's up, bro? I just found your channel a week ago, and it's my favorite so far, but what gun would you recommend to mod into a trench style? There's a lot of good options here. I mean, you got your 1897, which the original trench gun, so that's a classic. Never go wrong with that. Then you got your Winchester Model 12s. Those are okay. Not a bad option there. Also, you got to remember the Winchesters were a lot of the same. So, like, you had your front end, and then just the back end was different. So, like, you could go with, like, an 1887 lever action 12 gauge, and the heat shield with a little bit of modifications will fit on that. There's the Ithacas. I think it's a cool-ass shotgun, but I don't like the trench gun style just because the heat shield's so far forward, it doesn't look right. So myself, if I was going with like an Ithaca Model 37, I would go with the Riot model. Then you always got your Mossbergs if you want to go something a little bit more modern. You could go with like a 590A1 or a 590. Those also take bayonets, so that's pretty cool. Remington 870 also had a military shotgun. You'll have to find them used now because trying to find the parts is impossible. If you want the holy grail of trench guns, that would be, what is it, an 1187. It's basically a Remington Model 1100, but it was full auto. And they had a full-length heat shield down the whole thing, a bayonet on it, full 8-round tube. Obviously, you won't be able to get it in full auto, but you could take like a Remington Model 1100, go to your machine shop, and just have them go to town on that thing and turn it into an 1187 trench gun. That's the holy grail of trench guns. You might go a different direction. You could go with like a Spaz 12. Not necessarily a trench gun, but it's still an awesome shotgun. The Street Sweeper, that's cool as hell, but they're in limited supply. So you're going to be paying like, what, $4,000 or something like that for a shotgun that's worth about $600. So that kind of sucks. Oh, Browning A5. You can't really run the heat shield because the barrel moves. So that just doesn't work out that way. But you can throw on a Remington 870 tube extender. So then you can make like a full-on riot shotgun. Those are cool as hell. And they actually run. I mean, that's an option. Yes, on the 590A1. I agree the 590A1 is the best. Thick barrel. Yeah, the 590A1 is a beautiful shotgun. 1187 is semi-auto. I don't think so. Let me check that real quick. Let's pull up the Googles. 1187. Because I might be talking about a different gun too. Or I know what you do. Full auto Rem 1100. Images. Okay, it's not an 1187. It's a 7188. That is the holy grail of trench guns. That is the most rare. You'll never own it, so you'll have to make a clone of it. But that is the one. If you have an unlimited budget, that is the clone you want to build. It's a Remington 7188. That thing is cool as hell. Let me pull up a picture real quick. They have a couple different versions of it too. Come on. Trying to get rid of my tabs so you guys can't see all the open porn windows. That's what it looks like right there. It's got a full-length heat shield. Dude, that is a beast. Full auto Remington Model 1100. Yeah, it was never adopted by the military because it was completely unpractical. What I understand, it was a joke to try to shoot it. It was like, so they should have did it in semi-auto. Plus, the load gate on it is stupid. So, like, your bolt drop is a button on the load gate. Plus, the load gate won't move if you don't press that button. So it's. I did a video on why it's not a Remington a lot. Man, I just can't talk tonight. Why a Remington Model 1100 is not ideal for tactical use. 7188 is sexy. Yeah, and if any of you guys do start making a 7188 and you're doing a clone on it and you get somebody to make that bayonet lug and heat shield for you, have them make 2 of them. I will be more than interested in buying your second one. Because ultimately, I'm going to do a clone on it at some point. But I really want to... Ball in hand, slam fire shotgun for buybacks. 223 40 grain VMAX polymer chip, 40 grain. Was you using in your last video? No, I was using. It was 45 grain. So actually, a 40 grain would probably be more effective. These are just straight up varmint shell projectiles. Like you can actually see, it's a hollow point. This isn't even a full metal jacket, and it went through steel armor with no problem at all. Browning A5 is all you need. Oh, the Browning A5 is a decent shotgun. It's a bit heavy. For what? Yeah, it was. Was it the Browning? No, it was the Winchester steel that was heating up real fast. The Browning A5 does have its issues, though. As an SOT, whom can I transfer a new full auto? As an SOT, to whom can you transfer a new full auto to? Something in new production, military or law enforcement, or other SOTs. What about the Model 11? It's the Browning A5 or a Remington Model 11. With a little bit of work, they can be really nice firearms. First thing you want to do is you can make sure that you can operate the load gate without having to push the button. That would be your Brownings. They do have some Remingtons, from what people told me, that they have a 2-piece load gate to where it operates without pushing the button. Then ideally, if you really want to go hardcore on it, do I have a mag tube? No, I don't. All right, so the tube so you got your mag tube, and then there's like a little lip before it goes into there, which is like the exact diameter of the back of a 12 gauge round. So like, let's say you reload ammo or something like that. If you get that little burr on the 12 gauge, it won't want to feed into there. So you can take your little honing things I would use for like a break caliber. You can hone that out and get it to a bigger size, so it actually matches the tube, so your shot shells go in there real nice. Obviously, make sure it's for a common 12 gauge length, like 2 3/4, because they do have other lengths for some reason. I don't really understand. Then you take a Remington 870 tube extender, you put that on there. There's going to be a little gap between the handguard and the tube extender because the A5 has longer thread, so you can either chop that thread down or you just put a sling swivel mount on there. Boom. Now you have one badass looking shotgun. And those A5s, they've gotten more expensive, but hell, if you get one out of somebody's closet, you'll probably only pay a couple $100 for it. Do you cast your own? I started last year and still shoot through. The shortage. Primers are the only issue. No, I don't reload anything myself unless I absolutely have to. I will ultimately have to reload 300 PRC just because that's the only way I can get a 230 grain projectile. Hornady doesn't make any factory ammo with that 230 grain projectile. I am currently reloading though 308 and 243. Just because I didn't really stock up on that ammo, but I have enough reloading supplies to carry me over for quite some time now. But that will stop. When the ammo is back in normal supply, I'm just going to buy my 243 and 308. Because, I mean, what am I really gaining by reloading for the SCAR? We're talking about a battle rifle with an ACOG on it. It's not like it's some sort of precision rifle where I can make this awesome ammo. And if I buy bulk 308, it's cheap enough. And same with the 243. I'm not really gaining because that's not what that rifle is for. That's for 0 to 500. If I was shooting past 500, oh yeah, most definitely I would reload that caliber. Well, depending. I mean, I'd probably buy some match ammo and see how it runs. Got the golden trigger, full rib, A5. Nice. Yeah, from what I understand, the golden trigger means it's Browning, or does that mean it's Belgian? I can't remember which one it meant. Rifles matter. Love to see how far you can trick out a Walmart half field 12 gauge semi-auto for $200. Can you make ball M80 308 work for 600-ish yards? The M80 ball, like that shit I got there on my wall, I've shot that before, and dude, the accuracy was just horrible. Now, I was buying, this must have been 2006. It was in a green box. It was cheap. It was like 25 cents a round. It was like, no, closer to 40 cents. It was like $9 for 20 of them. Dude, that was shooting like 5 MOA out of the rifle that normally shot 2 MOA. So maybe that particular rifle didn't like that M80 ball, but so far my track record with M80 ball has been in the toilet. Ridiculously inaccurate. Now, like PMC 147 grain, I've had great luck with that. So that's probably what I'll do is I'll just buy a bunch of that, or I'll try a bunch of different factory ammos, find out which one's affordable and which one keeps me under like 2 MOA. Because if I'm shooting over 2 MOA, I don't really care about it anymore. And probably just buy a case of that. Oh, I have a poor gun. 590 is everything you need. You are ready for white boy summer? Are you ready for white boy summer? How about a full auto BB gun? I've never shot one myself. It sounds like a blast, though. What's your take on a Beretta 92 FC? I don't know that particular model, but the Beretta 92, I'm a pretty big fan of. I really like the Beretta 92s. Bought a 590A1 as a surplus. Wow, nice purchase, man. 590A1 for $180. Dude, you can't go wrong. And if they've actually been a service shotgun, they look a whole lot cooler because it's got all the awesome battle wear. I mean, probably not battle wear from the police, but you get the idea. Like, it's seasoned. Patina. It's got a nice patina. That's the word they use. Have you used M855A1? No, I have not. 545 by 39. Just for the flex. Nice surplus piece. Pamela. I would bet M80 308 would free flow barrel and bull barrel AR-10. I would be the M80 308 with a free flow barrel and the AR-10. What's up? Having issues getting my semi-automatic 308s to cycle suppressed recommendations. What do you mean it won't cycle? Like you're short stroking? Because that's usually some sort of gas issue. Like you don't have enough gas. So I'd be looking at why don't I have enough gas? If it's like double feeding and stuff, that's a whole nother ball of wax. What do you think of the cheap little Italian bolt guns? I've never actually played with those. Ruger 1022 full auto, possibly. That one's possible right there. What 5.56 308 ammo do you prefer? 300 to 500 yards? Well, that'd be a 77 grain. Before 300 yards, yeah, M193 all the way. It runs circles around everything. Past 300 yards, 77 grain. Can you buy one for 20K? Brady trigger. Use lube on short stroking. I would be using the M80 ball with a free loaded barrel. Oh, I get what you're saying now. Shoot a BMG and a 12 gauge. Everyone's done it. It's fun. I found my 110 308 barrel. Don't care for M80 ball. Yeah, I think the rifle. Yeah, that was Armor Light AR 10A2 carbine. So that would have been 11 1/4 twist. Oh, are you guys interested in having this plate? I can do this as a giveaway right now. I mean, it's busted. I'll sign it for you. But, I mean, it's a broken plate. Dragon's Breath self-defense. Hey, Chinese glass, worth it? I won't touch Chinese glass. I hear it's hard on your barrel. I have no idea if it's hard on your barrel or not. Yes, the plate for a giveaway. All right, well, do I have a paint marker available? Really nowhere to write on here. Sticker? All right, so what I do, if you're not familiar with my giveaways, is I have you go to my Instagram. Which this is my Instagram profile right there. And then send me a private message of the secret code I'm going to give you. And the first one that sends me that, I will send this plate out to you. And you win. I'm also going to be doing a giveaway in the future with a steel plate because somebody already called the one that I gave out. But that'll be the steel plate I'm going to shoot at 100 yards. So, the first one to send me on a private message in Instagram. $3M wins. All right, I already got a winner. All right, so you already won before. Did you really want the plate? Otherwise, I'll give it to somebody else. If you want the plate, I'll give it to you. But only if you want it a lot. Message if you want me to give it to the next person or if you want it. I won last time. Give it to the next guy. Okay, so this person right here, make sure to tell them thank you. Because they actually won the last drawing, so they told me to just give it to the next person. Which would be you. Send me your address, and then I'll get that sent out to you. You got to be patient with the shipping, though, because I'm terrible with remembering stuff. So the hardest part is going from the basement to the post office because I always forget about it. Suppose I could probably do one more giveaway because I felt kind of unfair about that one. So I actually went to another person. So this will be the Magic 8 Ball. So what this does is it answers firearms questions. So let's say like, can I chop a shotgun barrel down to 16 inches? Too short, but also too long. Can I own an SBR? That depends. Do you have $200? And it basically answers all your ATF questions. This way, you don't have to pay a whole bunch of money to a lawyer. So the first person to send me on Instagram this code ATF wins the Magic 8 Ball. All right, I already got a winner. Oh, you almost won, but you didn't actually send the code. So the one that won is you. Send me your address and I'll get that sent out to you as soon as possible. But all right, back to the chat. Oh, where are we here? No love for YouTube subscribers. CRS, can I buy your hat? Thank you for the $5 sticker. Really do appreciate those. What do you mean, like buy my hat? Like buy this one I'm wearing? Or buy one that's similar to it? Or buy me a new one? What's your take on the new Federal Punch 22? I've never even heard of that. Yes, your hat. So you want to buy the one I'm wearing? I mean, you could always just buy me a new one of this, and then I'll send you this one. Understand though, this one's old. This one has actually existed before my channel did, so it's not in the best of shape. I would take care of the... If you're serious about it, though, just shoot me an email. I'd be happy to sell it to you. I don't care. It's the relic. Oh, I got you. Yeah, shoot me an email. Do you have my email address? I'll type it in here. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Do you prefer the Hellcat or the SIG P365? And what's your daily carry? Thanks. Currently, it is an XDS 45. I prefer the SIG P365 over the Hellcat just because I really like SIGs. There is very few stuff they put out that I don't just absolutely love. Holy hell! Thank you for the $50 super chat. Do you have an opinion on the new Armorlight AR-15s? Love your live stream. Don't ever stop. Let me take a look at them real quick. For $50, I have that time. All right. I haven't actually looked through their inventory in a little bit here. Obviously, a little note, don't buy. All right, so they got 2 competition or tactical. We'll click on the tactical rifles. So far on their little tactical page, these rifles are not tactical at all. What else we got here? They don't even come with sights. I mean, there's a couple that have some crappy sights. Where are the real rifles? Light tactical carbines, maybe? A little better, but still nothing I would ever consider buying. Defense short rifles? Here we go. Now we're getting into something a little bit better. Still not. Wow, what a terrible way to send the company. This is probably the closest thing to something I'd be interested in buying. I mean, it's got a pinned-in gas block. It looks lightweight. I mean, yeah, you have to put a red dot or something on it, but my God. Let me keep clicking around. Maybe special purpose rifles, possibly? Nothing. Dude, what happened to their SAS rifle? That is not an SAS rifle. They're calling it a Gen 2. They basically took an AR-10 and made it cheap. What the fuck? Let's try competition rifles. I seriously do love the company. It's got the name Armorlight. That's literally where Eugene Stoner worked. But, dude, how can I work with these options? There's nothing on here at all that's appealing to me. Bolt action rifles? Now, that's not bad. That I would buy. That would be the AR-50. That's appealing to me. Yeah, none of these are like turnkey ready. They would all require work, parts. The company lost focus, and that's a shame. All right, back to the chat here. Red hands have no limit. Do your research and follow up later for $50. It only took me a second. Like, all I had to do was scroll through. Yeah, they got decent barrels on most of their stuff, but dude, there's just nothing that I would be like, okay, that is a quality rifle. Armorlight is Eagle Arms. They bought the name. Your thoughts on TMC? Would you go with an adjustable gas block or non-adjustable for AR? Non-adjustable all the way. It's got to be pinned in. It's got to be non-adjustable. I'm looking for, I put it on the firearm and I forget about it. I never have an issue with it again. It's done. I don't want to have to tinker with things. Not on some sort of defensive or combat rifle. Now, like a competition rifle, yeah, that's a different story. I'll tinker with it. I'll do whatever. Not a problem, because that's what I'm doing. I'm playing with the rifle. I'm not doing anything serious. How about the new Saint? Battle Pack. Black Ace, LOL. Thoughts on a cheap Turkish shotgun like a semi-automatic? That M4 clone I just did a video on, that wasn't that bad, but usually when a turkey shotgun comes in, because we have a whole rack of them, because that's like the only thing you can buy, they don't impress me. I mean, if you guys want to see some garbage, I could throw it up on the camera on some upcoming videos, but aside from that one shotgun I pulled out to compare against the Benelli, I haven't been impressed with anything that's rolled through there. I got a bunch more coming in too, so I'll have a nice spread to look through them all. No, I wouldn't even have an adjustable gas block even if I'm running a suppressor. I'd either deal with the blowback, put in a blowback, busting charging handle, or if it didn't function properly, I'd be changing buffer weights or something like that. I want a solid gas block, something that doesn't have to be screwed with. It's done. That never touch it again. Opinions on sporterizing old surplus rifles. The collectors are like, hell yeah, do that because it makes my rifles more rare and more valuable. I don't find any value in sporterized military rifles because if I buy a rifle that old, I want the historic feel of it. I want the weight of it. I want to look down the sights that our grandfathers looked down. I want that kind of feel. If I want something for hunting, my God, when you're talking about like a Mossberg Patriot or some of the modern hunting rifles out there, they're more accurate, they're lighter, they do a better job, probably even cheaper than a sporterized military surplus rifle, so I don't see any reason to go down that road. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I'm buying the 590A1, but a pistol, I was looking at the CZ-P01. Any thoughts? I haven't had any experience with the CZ-P01. The CZ-P07 I like because the whole vintage look behind it. I wish they would stop trying to modernize that one. Or no, not the P07. The hell is the pistol I like that everyone likes? Is it a P01? Okay, now I'm just confused. Let me check real quick. Oh, CZ75. That's it. That one I like with the whole vintage look. I don't like the P07. I don't know what model the P01 is. What's your philosophy on bolt steel? ACRSs. No, my girl's not actually in the chat. Do you guys want her to hop in? I can yell upstairs and tell her you guys want to talk to her a little bit. Do you think Brady should pencil? And I cannot read it from there. I got to read it from my phone. It sucks too because my phone's about to die. P01, short barrel shotgun, CZ75, the 75 rocks. Yeah, I'm fond of the 75 myself. I got an old Ruger 77, 2 rocks. Brady, binary triggers are overpriced. Oh, I agree. The binary triggers are way overpriced. I'd like to see them come down in price, but I just don't think that's going to happen because of the taboo. They're probably always going to be like $500. Love the 69 with AKs. Thoughts on a rare breed trigger? I haven't had a chance to run on one yet. A couple of people said they're going to send me one out to let me try it out and see what I think about it, but I haven't had a chance yet. Love the M16 full auto PCC. Any thoughts on Spike Tactical's rifles? I've never actually had a Spike's Tactical rifle. I've used a lot of their parts before, and the parts have seemed really quality. I feel like that would mean that the rifle's quality, but I've never had a complete Spike Tactical's rifle before. Isn't CRS's rifle Sugar Tits or some odd name? Yeah, she's not in here right now. What's up, baby? You look pretty. Want to show off your makeup? She did her makeup, and you guys got to check it out. You got to pick up your head high. This is what they see. See how that label's covering you? Here, I'll get rid of it. All right, sit up higher. There. Now they can see you. Say something.
I don't put makeup, but I put lip gloss on my lips, and and I have zipper on my back, and Mom do my hair for me, and I wash all my body, and Mom's wash my hair. I wash all my body, and I will wash my body, and Claire do by herself, and my Maxine do by herself too, and me, and no, I have a doll, but what's that on there?
You're about as ADHD as me. I don't know. You better go change it.
Okay.
Here's a marker.
Oh, I don't want green. I want all colors.
Is the color still back there?
Check. Oh yeah, it is.
What's your opinion on the Radical Firearms F15 5.56 NATO with MFT furniture? I think I actually did a video on that one. The quality of the parts wasn't there. If it's the same one I had in my video, it didn't have a chrome line barrel. It didn't have a chrome line bolt carrier. I believe it had a high shelf lower receiver. I believe it had a cuckold carrier, just AR-15 style, not the M16 style. So myself, I wasn't really impressed with that particular one, but that was like 4 years ago. What's up?
Look, 1H.
Nice.
2 H's. I worked out.
Okay, where am I in the chat here?
Now look.
Working out?
Yeah, I go faster.
How's her
I wanna
groups
get
these
bigger,
days?
bigger. Now look, I'm going faster.
You're going really fast. I mean, mom of 2, but I'm into guns too. Well, yeah, and it's important to expose your children to firearms while they're younger. This way, to them, they see a firearm, and that's no different than like a broom or a shovel. It's just a tool to them. If it's something new that they've never seen before, it's exciting. It looks different. It's got a bunch of buttons and little controls on there. I'm not going to even say how I did my parenting style, but yeah, they don't even pay attention to them. It'd be like them going and picking up the broom. Except it's worse because it's much heavier and it hurts if it falls on them. Guns in a gun-free zone were saved. At the last daughter, did you say you're not cute? Yeah, all right. So basically what had happened, where are we here? Basically what would happen is we were going through the drive-thru and the lady's like, "Oh, you're a cutie." And I'm like, she wasn't talking to you, she was talking to me. She's like, she said, I was cute. And so when she came back to the window, she's like, am I the cute one or is it Dad? And then she's like, no, you're the cute one. She's like, see, Dad, you're not cute. And then she gave her a sucker, so now she just won't let it go. She's like, I am way cuter than you, just so you know. She reminds me of it constantly.
Yes, I did cute.
Thanks for answering. I'm cute. Mom of 2 is hot. LOL. I'm ass off. Good question. Let's see. Do you still apply?
Oh, it's so hard.
She's lucky. It could have been the rest of her face. LOL. Hey, can you give me a soda? You gonna do the abs or are you gonna do? The elliptical? Oh, your biceps?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do 200 times.
How long until cold guns? Foil guns? I don't know. I honestly think though, like for combustible gases, unless we don't get something really solid really soon, some sort of miniaturized railgun that actually works like advertised. Mountain Dew.
Okay, I'll go get that.
All right, thank you. Some sort of like actual miniaturized railgun, because we're hitting the limits of how you can accelerate, how fast you can accelerate a projectile before it literally like melts down in the barrel. We need some sort of non-friction. That's what I'm thinking, railgun, because then ideally it could accelerate till the friction of the atmosphere like starts melting the projectile down. But a tank gets up to what, 6,000 feet per second? So I know we have a long way to go. That or they would have to do like everything in some sort of like sable round like this. I don't know, lots of questions there because I just don't think rifling works over a certain muzzle velocity. Thank you for the 1999 super sticker. Huh? No, don't roll the soda on the ground. You can't shake it up. Go give me a different one. Because if I open it right now, it's going to explode. Because it's shook up. There's carbonation in there. And for whatever reason, when you shake up soda, I don't understand the mechanics behind it. The carbonation wants to escape the soda. So if I open it, it'll spray out.
Like all over that Peter?
Yeah, like all over the computer and everything. Can you give me a different one? But don't shake up the next one, okay? It's pop, coil gun, projected energy weapon. Yeah, a projected energy weapon would be nice too, because then you wouldn't even have ballistics. You wouldn't have windage or drop or anything. You just put your little dot. Well, how would that work? I mean, I guess if you had a really low bore access and you kept everything straight, then it would always just be this much low. But if you tried to bring a point of aim, point of impact at a certain distance, well, now all of a sudden you have intersecting lines. I think I'd probably set it up so I'm just always the bore height over the scope exactly all the way out to my range.
It's a new one.
Thank you.
Whoa.
How are you not saying please? Plasma rifle, 40 watt range. Phase plasma rifle, 40 watt range. Nuclear power limits. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like 5,000 feet per second is the ceiling. We can hit 4, but it's a struggle. I don't think we've ever been able to break 5,000 feet per second.
Hey, look.
Oh, you found your chair. Zero your laser at 1,000 meters.
Hey, look.
Well, I know, but like with the zeroing, it's like, let's say it's your. What's up?
This chair. And when we talk,
Yeah, go ahead. I gotta finish what I'm saying though. All right, so you're zeroing. If you actually make it point of aim, point of impact at any particular range, now you're gonna have intersecting lines unless somehow you can look through the barrel as your optic and like it just like cuts out or something when you shoot. So otherwise you'll always have some sort of variation of your optics around the bore somewhere. So I think it would be better to zero it so it's always like, let's say your height over bore is 1.5 inches. So you zero it so you're 1.5 inches over your impact, and you know just to always aim 1.5 inches higher. Or somehow your scope did the math for you. So when you looked at something, it would take up the 1.5 inches, but then it would have to know the range because otherwise, let's say you went point of impact, point of aim, point of impact at 100 yards. Well, any distance farther, you're going to be shooting above where your point of aim is. If you went any distance before that, you'd be shooting below it because it's not an arc where you're trying to intersect it, and then you have the 2 points that be a straight line. So you have 2 straight lines. So I'd almost just zero it. So I'm always just thinking in my head, like, okay, I got to aim 1.5 inches high or 3/4 of an inch high of where I want to hit, no matter what range I'm at.
Let me talk.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's those things up there? Those, what did they use?
I don't know. Talk.
I can't get up.
Here, let me make it bigger. Get off for a second. All right, now climb on.
Okay.
Here, I can aim it down. There.
So, mine that's donut, and that's open and it's closed, and dad, and parents are at work, but I get that new one, and I keep washing my teeth 2 times, and I wash my toothbrush, and my toothpaste, and I have water cavities. Water cavities because I got a 7 now because I need eat vegetables. I eat an apple and some fruit with boogies and cream and here and as I no bugs in my ear. One time there's bug in my ear. I have little bumps and I know. And Dad and
What
Mommy
daddy?
and Boogie.
They want to know what.
And,
Hey, they sent you a message.
Subscribe.
Hold on, they sent you a message. They want to know what daddy eats.
What's that noises?
The rocking chair. Upstairs.
There may be a cat doing it.
No, I think it's mom.
Let me go check, but
Okay.
when
If it's the cats, just drown them in the toilet. Hold their head under the water till they stop moving.
Why?
I'm kidding.
Maybe I sit them down. Sit down them.
No, don't sit on them.
No, sit down them and hit Poppy and Kiki and Waiter.
Yeah.
Joking.
Joking.
And delete channel subscribe.
They can't see you. This is what they can see you.
And channel subscribe. Bye.
All right, see you later. All right, so next gun, 9mm AR pistol or AR-12 and why? Are those the only 2 options I got to pick from? Because I'm not really a fan of either of them. I'd probably go with an AR pistol 9mm. Maybe in like an SBR configuration, I think about the AR pistol 9mm. But the AR-12, I just like my shotguns tube fed. I'm not a fan of magazine fed shotguns. AR-10, I want an AR-10 bad. AK-47 but bird. Remember this when she hits 2? She's 5. Get you a Mossy 930 I like the 930s, and I almost bought the home security because I like a semi-auto with a bead sight. I just like shotguns with a bead sight, but I didn't like the fact that when you press the button on the side, if it's already loaded, it makes a malfunction. And the fact that don't have a chrome line barrel. I don't know. I've almost got into shape a whole bunch of times, but then I just give up on it. I thought, working from home, I'd have a bunch more time. Then I'd have actually time to exercise. I don't know. It is something I do need to do again because I haven't been in shape in 4 years now? But all right, I've been going for an hour and 36 minutes. I'm going to wrap it up. Get in your final questions if you have any questions about anything. Pro gauge LR308. Drink more Mountain Dew. What do you think of Mossberg? Is that supposed to be 500 or 5,500? You have heard. Would you trust accuracy? Ford AR. Would you trust accuracy? I'm not sure on your question. Are you saying if a Ford made an AR-15, would I trust its accuracy? Probably not. Do you need a sponsor? I'm always looking for sponsors. I actually just picked one up recently. It's the person who makes the ghost gun machines. They're gonna be sponsoring the channel for a little bit. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I mean, if you have a product and you want to sponsor some videos, I'm down because I have plenty of space where I do videos daily. I seriously could take on 5 or 10 sponsors a month. Thank you for the $24.99 super chat, man. Does a folding stock mess with accuracy on a rifle? I think it all depends on the quality of the stock. I mean, if it locks in place and it's rigid, no, it's not going to mess with it. But say for example, an AR, when the upper and lower get really wore out and they wobble, if you're not running open sights, because with an open sight, you have 2 points of aim, so you know if your head's not in the perfectly right position. But if you're running a scope and your upper and lower wobble, you can get parallax error if you're not dialed on perfectly to that particular range for the parallax. General Motors made an M16. Why not Ford? Because General Motors is awesome. They made the Chevelle. They made the Malibu. I mean, the Ford had the Fox body for 40 years, and that was their pride and joy. Hold on one second. Allegedly, Dark is supposed to be coming on. Let me see if he sent me a message. Let me see if he's still on his stream. Yeah, he's still live, so I'm guessing he's not coming on. And he's got 32 people watching, so I don't think he's going to shut it down. But I'm probably going to shut down mine pretty quick here. Ford all the way, you communist. I'm just giving you crap. You got to. I'm a Chevy guy. Why do you think of the Maverick 88? what do you think of the Maverick 88? Dude, you can't go wrong. I mean, yes, if I had a Maverick 88, the first thing I would do is give it a paint job because that finish is absolute garbage. Just having it in the store without any sort of abuse, I had to oil it regularly to keep it from rusting. The Maverick 88 finish is junk. So buy that bad boy, spray paint it, done. Now you got what, a $200 decent shotgun? Not bad at all. 8 rounds of capacity. I guess Stark is coming over. One second, let me get him on this. What? Can I not put the link in here? Maybe I could search his email like this. Oh, there it is right there. We'll go to reply. All right, I think I got it now. All right, hopefully we'll see them pop up soon because I don't really want to stay on past 11. This stream was cool. This was a cool stream. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Sounds like somebody is sharpening a blade. No, it's my girl on a rocking chair. Because I'm not talking, I think this microphone actually adjusts to the volume of noise. Oh, there he is right there.
Dark is coming.
So, hold on, let me get my headphones on.
Yeah, you're good. What up? Oh, not even plugged in. Come on, man.
All right, now I'm there.
What up?
Dude, did you see this?
Ooh, dang.
Capable of penetrating any portable armor system.
Really?
Yeah, so all those Russians that put out the propaganda saying, we have armor that your bullets can't penetrate. Yeah, look at 2 friends that are calling bullshit on that one.
Okay, so tell me more. WTF.
All right, we're talking about 4,000 feet per second.
What?
Yes, 4,000 feet per second. And a tungsten carbide penetrator. So it's basically a sharpened drill bit.
Yeah.
Moving at 4,000 feet per second.
Damn.
Unstoppable. I've seen YouTube videos where it almost went completely through 2 level 4 plates.
Damn. That's crazy, man.
So yeah, you'd have to have body armor on like this thick to stop it. I've also seen it go through 1.5 inches of titanium.
Bro, at that point, you just need to lay prone with your muzzle in your mouth.
Yeah, cry a little bit.
Yeah.
Big piece.
Let me find my juice. I ran out of my juice.
But yeah, so that's awesome. Somebody emailed me too. I noticed when I was trying to send you an email saying something about Russian armor. So I think they're actually going to get me a plate that I can just put all those myths to bed.
Dude, that's sick, man. I would love to see that. Oh, everyone's asking, what caliber is it?
308, 7.62 by 51 NATO.
No shit.
Yep, just slap around. Now, I think the actual penetrators, it's got to be smaller than a 22 cal. I'm thinking that's like a 177 or something.
The penetrator?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I take a closer look? Yeah, that's probably probably roughly 0.177, which is the size of a.
Hold on, we got 2 super chats. They're both for you. Let me know when you got it, and then I'll go to the next.
Hold on. All right. Now it's a party. What up, Dark? Garrett Kirchhoff. Thank you for the $2.
Right.
All right.
You have a raid this morning.
Go to sleep. You have a raid in the morning. Wow. Honestly, I mean, I've been preparing for it for months, so it's
it's already done. I just got to be present.
Yeah, I just have to show up. That's it.
That's what the grunts are for.
The funniest thing is, actually, never mind.
But yeah, so I think I haven't decided for sure, but I think I'll hit the Russian armor with this first, depending on if I feel it's ceramic. Because if it's ceramic,
yeah,
I don't want to hit it with this, compromise the armor, and then hit it with that. I want a one-shot pass through.
Yeah.
So I might go to the heavy stuff just to prove that all those myths about the Americans not having a cartridge capable of penetrating this new magic Russian armor, and that's why we need to go with the 6.8 millimeter is bullshit.
It's all propaganda.
Yeah.
Did a viewer send that to you, or where'd you get that?
I don't. Oh, the slap round?
Yeah.
Yeah, viewer.
Hell yeah, dude.
Because I was talking about it, and he's like, well, hey.
Damn, Logan.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Hell yeah, Logan.
$19.99.
$20. Discuss Laugo Alien. Okay.
What is that?
I don't know what Laugo Alien is, but you're the wrong guy to discuss aliens, man. Because
I am too. Like,
yeah, 2 wrong guys. But I mean, we're still super grateful for your super chat. Put something else in chat, and we'll hit about whatever you want.
Because
smoke a cigarette like a real man, bro. I quit smoking a decade ago, bro.
Not me. 5 years ago.
Nice, man.
I did it from 9 years old till 28.
Yeah, I was
basically when my daughter was born. I'm like, dude, if I don't quit, she's gonna smoke.
Yeah.
So as soon as she was born, I flicked it. I'm like, oh God, I'm going to die. So I went to vaping, and that's been a Band-Aid since. Working on getting rid of that.
Yeah, I smoked from like 11 to 24, something like that.
What paradox is that? The Furby paradox? Where if the galaxy is so full of life, why haven't we seen any?
I don't even know what's up, Sport Brand? What are you talking about? The circle of life?
No. Because, all right, so I believe it's the Furby paradox. This galaxy is here.
Damn, Logan Cassiano, $24.99.
All right, so this is the galaxy.
Look
it's
it up.
This giant ball of dust that has life particles in it, and there's just life everywhere. If that was the case, considering how new the Earth is and how incredibly young we are, where's the evidence? Why aren't we seeing signals being sent back and forth? Where's the space battles? Or like, there's no evidence. Yeah, it's possible. Totally possible that we're just so far down the Orion arm that nobody's noticed us, but we're what, like 9 or 10 billion years old, and the galaxy's like hundreds of billions of years old. We're little. That means all the rest of life had such a massive head start. I would hope in at least 1 billion years we'll have inhabited like everything.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, I I haven't seen enough proof. I have seen only conspiracies, and I just don't. Even like, so when Elon Musk, and say whatever you want about Elon Musk and Joe Rogan and all that, but for entertainment purposes, I watched the highlights of that interview, and Elon Musk himself, a guy that is dedicating his life to get to Mars, said, "I have seen no proof. Once you show me proof, like, oh, hey, this is an alien, take a look, then I'll believe it." I'm not saying that I'm completely closed off to the idea, because I will always keep an open mind. And
Me too.
at this point, I do not have any convincing evidence.
Because even if you do believe in God, that doesn't mean that we're the only people he created.
Yeah.
We could be one of several ant farms. But yeah, until I see like an alien sex tape, well, I can't even say that because I have seen those, but
I don't know.
It would have to be a live one where I can get within a couple of feet and be like, okay, that's legit. That's real.
Yeah. Because you can do anything with video. I think it was No Name. He said, "I believe in illegal aliens."
Yeah, that's quite the problem. Yeah, because we'd have to get a whole new green card system and everything. That would just be a logistical nightmare.
It'd be a red card system. If I was God, I wouldn't create only one planet. Just saying.
Well, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, good point, Space Texan.
So, like, even with the belief of God, that doesn't go against the belief of aliens. So I'm saying it doesn't matter. There's no religious reason why I'm disbelieving. I'm disbelieving because there's nothing. And the rest of the galaxy, if you believe in the timeline that put out there, which you almost have to believe in the aliens, they have such a ridiculous head start over us. And how fast we've gone in like 100 years, how far are we going to go in 1 billion? And you're telling me that they're just not completely running rapid through the universe, doing whatever the hell they want when they've had, 90 billion year head start?
Yeah. People are talking about how to protect your Second Amendment when space colonization happens. We're taking this a little too far, guys.
See, I think, well, no, because let's go back to the religious side of things. So let's pretend, God's real and everything, and he creates this universe, and we can see galaxies with our space telescopes and everything. Why would he create all that if we're just going to live on a single planet? So whether you believe in God or not, that does implicate, especially if you do believe in God, that we will eventually inhabit that and we will need the room. Why would you put all that room there for no reason? I think what will happen is there'll be specific planets. Like this planet, okay, it's like different states in the United States. That one, if you go on there, you better be unarmed. You better be a pot-smoking swinger. Like this one, well, no, it's just like the culture, because I think it would break off by different cultures and people just inhabit their planets, and
for sure,
that's the way it would go.
It's kind of like Portland, Oregon, right? They have their own little thing going on over there.
Right.
I believe in God. I also believe in peace, which is why I'm so prepared for war. Amen.
Right on, dude. Oh, we're not going to get into the religious stuff in this chat. Like, I'll put it out there. I believe in God. But, dude, I did a video about religion. Actually, 2 videos. And you can actually see in my analytics where it tanked. That was the first time I went negative in subscribers in like a year and a half. Like, the audience does not want to hear what I have to say about religion. And the analytics prove it. And I'm here as a business. I'm not going to make poor business decisions on my beliefs. I'm going to make business decisions on business.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I remember a day when everyone said you don't talk about politics, money, and religion, period. Now it seems to be that in this day and age, all we talk about is money and religion. And I'm like, going back to like the alien thing, okay, I am like the conspiracy theorist, like the kind of stuff that we've talked about on our channel is like crazy, right? To some. But we talk about things where there is factual evidence. We take all the factual evidence and then we bring it together and like surmise something, right?
Try to figure out why the frogs are gay.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, I when I first got into the work field, if I would have talked about the stuff that's chatted on the regular, I would have been fired. Like that's just
for sure. Yeah.
not acceptable. You keep that shit at home. You want to talk in your little circle of friends, that's fine. It stays at home.
Yeah. Light says, "What's up?" He just texted me.
Word, dude.
Golden Tiger is best ammo. Whoa. Best ammo for. Oh, I need your advice.
Okay.
So I am like, I would run a 5.56 in like, total world without rule of law. Like, all my 5.56 guns that take PMags are at the front, and all the 7.62 by 39 AKs are at the back of my safe, right? However, I still admire a great deal 7.62 by 39, and I found. So basically, I have access to a very, very inexpensive. You remember those Heiser Industries or whatever, Heiser Defense Derringers that had like two 45 ACP barrels. They were like flat, like solid metal, like 90-degree. It was like a cell phone shaped thing. It's crazy, but they came out with some that were two 45 ACP barrels, two 9mm, and then two like a 45 Colt and 410. It came out with one that fires one 7.62 by 39 round and another one that fires a 5.56 round. Single shot Derringer with like a 1.5-inch barrel. And the ballistics are pretty terrible, but it just seems cool. Like to have a pocket AK or a pocket AR, I don't know. Convince me not to buy this thing, man.
Well, I shot a 30-30 in that almost exact configuration. I took a shower and unburnt gunpowder. It must have been coming out of the barrel at like 800 feet per second.
Yeah.
I do believe a pistol cartridge is made for pistol barrels, and you're going to get better performance. Because, yeah, it was just like, poof, a bunch of unburnt powder, and then it came raining down on me.
Oh, yeah. Lights
Nothing
actually
burnt.
chat.
I think the primer might have actually just accelerated the bullet out before the powder ignited or something.
Probably. What's up, Light? What's up, brother? Okay, we can get back. To guns. Well, I guess we're talking about guns now.
I want that thing that's on Inglourious Bastards. The little, it's like brass knuckles and has the plunger on there with two pistol rounds. I was like, boom!
Oh, dude, that thing was nasty, man.
Now, would that be a pistol brace? And if that is a pistol brace, would that classify it as a rifle?
But it also doesn't look like a firearm, so it would likely be an AOW as well. So that's a tricky one. Pistol brace.
Yeah. Well, it is. It's a pistol brace, right?
It is.
And if pistol braces get classified as stocks, wouldn't that make that an SBR?
Or an AOW, which would be a $5 tax stamp. Let's say it's an AOW. An AOW.
Okay.
I would much rather pay a $5 tax stamp than a $200 tax stamp.
I mean, yeah, that would be incredibly dangerous to use, especially if I'm going to shoot something with it.
Yeah,
this far away from the target. But
like Spider-Man's gun, like yeah.
But I'll give it a try if I can get my hands on one. I'll shoot some watermelons, like boom,
dude. Whoa. If they were real, I mean,
there's got to be one.
I haven't looked into it. Jay Schuler, $2. Just got off work, just jumping on. What's up?
Not much, dude.
Punching people with guns.
Derringers and
I will say,
yeah, you'll have to give the rifle cartridge a try. But yeah, I had horrible luck. It was funny too because it didn't have a sight on it. My dad shot his truck on accident.
Oh, did it bounce off of it?
No, it actually penetrated in the windshield and broke it because we had this truck we were stripping down for parts.
Yeah.
We drove straight truck and we had the little shooting berm right there. So we just shoot into the berm, but the truck was behind it. And he's like trying to aim this thing and just use the pick rail to aim. So he was aimed way too high. Boom! It's like, shit!
That's terrible. Semi-auto rifles are too expensive these days. That's why you got to source parts very carefully, and you got to build them.
I might be getting my hands on an SP1.
Really?
Yep. I was talking to a guy and
bolt from you.
huh? No. But I was talking to a guy because now that I know that this has no problems with shredding apart armor.
Yeah.
Well, the only way it looks cool is in an SP1. So I'm going to get an SP1. I'm going to make it look like a Vietnam gun, and I'm either going to feed it 40 or 45 grain, and it's just going to eat armor.
Dude, so after you brought that up to me, I went looking through my, I don't know. Why do I always look high? Do I look high?
It's probably your lighting. That's why I got the lights on that side of me. Yours is overhead, so you're going to have shadows like this.
So I usually have it like this, to where it's kind of like, it's when I smile, my eyes literally.
Because your cheeks are fat, so your eyes can't see through all that fat.
I'm fat FPS Russia, right?
Yeah, right? Show us change your name to that.
What's that?
Change your name to
Fat FPS Russia.
No. You got to change it up to like PSI Russia.
Oh, just like that's what you usually call him, right? Oh, dude, I gotta show you. This is from now on when I go to stores.
There was something you really wanted to tell me, but I forgot. Something about armor or the SP1. Oh, the ammo.
Oh yeah, thank you. So after the I get distracted easily. Squirrel. After that, oh hold on, Logan is still throwing money at you.
What's up?
Laugo alien claiming lowest bore access of any pistol in history. Oh, that's right. That's the piston. That's the piston driven pistol. And that may be true. That's also like
what, a Desert Eagle?
No, it's a some crazy piston driven pistol that's I think it's like 9mm, and it was brought out at SHOT like 2 years ago. At SHOT Show like 2 years ago. Here, I'll pull it up. I'm pretty sure it's 9mm. What the hell? Bro, stop pulling up my fucking Gmail.
But what's the question?
It's the Laugo Alien.
Is it that Rhino, that revolver that has the rotating cylinders, have the lowest bore axis because like the bore is literally the palm of your hand?
No, but it is similar in design. Let me just pull this up real quick. Okay, so as you see here,
how the shit did you just do that?
Well, I can do that by clicking share screen. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Anyone can do that on your thing.
How do I do that? Because there's so much stuff I'd like to talk about and just put it on the screen.
Literally, look at the bottom. See where it says mute, stop cam, cam mic, and then the next one is screen share.
Okay.
I'll give you a whole tutorial after the live stream. I'll walk.
Okay, I got a thing that pulls up share screen.
Light said magic.
Now let's click on share screen. All right, so I got something on here. Not sure what's going on.
You got to be careful though. You don't want to share the wrong thing, man. Windows,
maybe.
So hold on. So when you click, maybe you should wait till I can walk you through it.
Yeah, we'll do it later.
Yeah.
But anyways, the ammo.
Yeah. So essentially, when I went looking through, when I saw 45 grain 5.56, I was like, that's crazy. Like I gotta have something in my inventory that's similar. So I got those black tip, which is just a polymer ballistic tip. I think it's 223. I don't think it's 5.56. I gotta look. But
well, that's what this is, just 223.
Okay, yeah. It's Winchester black tip, polymer tip like the Hornady, but it's 40 grain and it's going like 34.50.
Woo! That's
50%.
cooking.
Yeah. Now I think so.
Well, this is claiming 36, so that should be enough. Because 36 almost went through the ceramic, but 39 did go through, or I'm guessing somewhere just slightly north of 39. Because the shredder went through in a single shot. The 36, it almost went through. Like you could see the bulge, but it didn't quite make it.
Gotcha.
But now, 36 feet per second just blew right through this plate.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't even slow it down. I bet you it would do that all the way out to about 50 yards. Now, the shredder will go through that up to like 150 yards. But
yeah, that's some nasty stuff.
Well, I think this just loses its velocity too fast.
Yeah, it starts dropping quickly. Light just sent this to me. This is something extremely unique and rare. It's called a Zimmerman Arms. It's a monolithic receiver for a 1022. So people were using them for 1022 builds like way back in the day, and they stopped production. And he has one. It's a monolithic 1022 receiver. He wanted to know if you know anyone that may be interested. It's like a super duper collector's item. Do you know?
Well, we can't talk about that on here because then we'll get it for trying to sell firearms. We'll talk about it later.
Oh, he was just asking if you know about it.
No, I don't know about it.
No. Okay, sorry, Light, if you weren't trying to get rid of that. I mean, it looked like you were asking.
All right, I got a super chat, $2. Thoughts on the, what is that? Ford AR-15?
The Fold AR-15 and LOL, not Fordar.
Well, because I thought it said Ford earlier. Because I see a four-letter F word. I'm assuming it's either fuck or Ford. So it had to been Ford.
Yeah, let me see. It's probably that spinoff on the law folder. Oh yeah, so this is the foldable AR. Do you want me to pull it up? You want me to screen share?
Nah.
Yeah. It's a foldable AR, but the so not only the stock folds back, the what do you call it? The barrel, the whole handguard system folds as well. I don't know enough about it yet, personally.
I'm pretty sure that's a joke, the 17 BMG. They took a 50 BMG and they necked it down to a 17. So it looks like a Sharpie with a mechanical pencil lead out of it.
Yeah, there's like no way. Oh, I would love a ranch hand. Joe B, super chat, thank you. China predicted kinetic conflict by 2024, encouraging their allies to start as many conflicts as possible. Russia, Ukraine, Iran, Israel, going to be interesting. Interesting.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, you're right. The handguard doesn't fold. The entire barrel, handguard, gas tube, the entire front of it folds. It's on a hinge. So like when you're looking at a stripped barrel and the feed ramps and all that are in there, like that folds outside of the front of your receiver.
Sounds cool.
I'm looking at it right now.
Bro, you guys are so lucky not to know that. Know that we were sold to China. Mossberg 930. 17 BMG is a funny video.
Hold on, what was it? I'm so lucky not to know that we were sold to China. I think everyone knows that.
I don't really think that's a secret, but whatever.
Yeah. 17 BMG is a funny parody video. Eager Splitting, Loudon Boomer is real. I don't know anything about that. Someone mentioned a ranch hand, like the what do y'all think? Should I buy an M44 Mosin? Why not? Hell yeah.
I mean, if you got one, I wouldn't pay $400 for it though.
Fuck no. Oh, excuse
If
me.
it's like the $200 mark, I'd be like, yeah, I'll buy one. I mean, why not?
Yeah, Joe is I think if I'm thinking about the same guy, like Joe B is one of our people. Hold on, I may have to go back through.
Any suggestions on the Benelli M4 barrel magazine tube in stock fits the Chiappa clone? Well, I know the barrel does because I put my barrel on the Chiappa clone. The magazine tube, the end cap threading is the same. I have to assume the receiver threading is the same. To be
Really?
able to put a Benelli feed tube on there. As far as the stock goes, there's a couple of people that commented that said they don't fit. They have some sort of proprietary nut there, which sucks because I was actually going to look at trying to figure out how to buy one of their stocks for my Benelli, which is crazy. I'm also going to try to get that little load gate to put in my Benelli or the spring or something. Because I can twin load the Chiappa all day. That loads nice. My Benelli's like, huh.
Bro, my Super Shorty is the same way. I can barely get rounds in it. Like,
Really?
I just breech load it, close it, bang, breech load it, close it, bang. Because it's just like, unless I have a solid like 10 seconds to, but my standard
What is
870, I can just.
What gun is it? No, what gun?
Oh, me? Oh, the Serbu Super Shorty.
Super Shorty.
Yeah, the 6.5-inch 12 gauge.
Who makes it?
Serbu, Mark
Never
Serbu.
heard of him.
What? Dude, it's like the most famous shotgun with the folding little vertical grip that folds down. I'll send you a picture.
Oh, the one that was in Expendables like 10 or something?
I
That
don't
Dolph
know.
Lundgren had?
It was in Bad Boys 2 where the chick pulled it out from under the seat. And
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
That one don't want to feed right either?
Oh, what?
That one don't want to feed right either?
It's just in the tube. Everything else runs like a champ. And Mark Serbu is like a genius. So there's got to be some reason. Probably because the magazine tube is like 5.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with the magazine tube. That part will be in the receiver.
Yeah, it's just rough.
See, now, like the Mossberg Shockwave 930 we had, that was the same thing. Like, I practically need to put the shell in there, grab a mallet, and a little wooden dowel, and tap it into the tube.
Yeah. Logan said, "Let China come. We got roof Koreans."
Yeah, and cul-de-sac Caucasians.
Cul-de-sac Caucasians, yeah. Hey, I'll tell you one thing. If the wrong vehicle spins into a cul-de-sac, they are screwed. There's just no way to get out of there. They're going to be pulling like one of those like Austin Powers like 20-point turns trying to get out.
Dude, a cul-de-sac is like the ultimate kill box if everybody actually wants that person.
Oh, yeah.
Where are you going to go? What are you going to drive through a house?
Yeah.
Go Bad Boys 2, boof, boof.
Yeah. The H2. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Even though that was like a stupid scene, that was an awesome part of the movie. I was like, woo! In the theaters.
Dude, that whole movie.
I felt like I was in the H2.
Oh, yeah. The whole movie is lit. What about 12-gauge adapter shells in bulk? A Mossberg 500 tube. Oh, I lost it. Hold on. Come on. It's trying to close my browser. Hold on. Bro. There we go. What about 12-gauge adapter shells in bulk in a Mossberg 500 tube mag loaded with 357 mag?
You're losing your pressure, though, without the barrel there.
Yeah, you are losing a lot of pressure, and I don't know if they're more designed for single shot to drop in as opposed to pump. I don't think you can pump the adapters in and out like that because
I used to run an adapter that shot a 38 and a 308. It was basically like a steel 308 cartridge, but the back was cut out so I could put a 38 in there and shoot that, and that was stupid quiet.
Yeah, I don't think you can run it, though.
I had to manually cycle it.
Yeah.
Well, what would you rather have coming out of that shotgun? A 357 or double odd buck?
Yeah,
moving at 1,300 feet per second.
I would rather pop two of these bad boys in there.
See, I'm not a slug guy with the shotgun. I mean, it even says it right in the name. Shot. Hold on, say it with me. Shot.
Okay, hold on, because
This is where you go with the
your eyes
shotgun.
fool you, because I get the SMBs. Oh, the Walmart specials. But these are the SMBs. Hold on, I got some breakable on it. I do. So I love the Walmart specials. But 15 pellets of 32 ACP, basically. These are some bad damage.
How many is in a single cartridge?
15.
15. What's
Yeah.
the recoil like?
Ridiculous.
See, that's why I like this, because there's like no recoil. I can run
Yeah.
through my whole tube fast, especially like a
That's
semi-auto. Like, shush, 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 shush. If I got heavy recoil, it's like, boom.
Where did I put the other ones? I just put them up here.
So I mean, if you got really bad recoil, I could get 24 pellets on target. Wait, 24 pellets on target before you get 30.
FN SLP, yes. Oh,
I
okay.
need to hold one.
You cannot say that a Mossberg 930 is superior to an FN SLP.
No,
Absolutely.
the Mossberg doesn't have the chrome line barrel. Is that one piston? Yeah, the Mossberg's piston, but it's got a plastic piston in there, and
Yeah.
you know you're buying a cheaper shotgun. It's obvious when you start looking at the
And
parts.
it's
I'm not saying it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Or it's bad, but you are not getting the same level of quality. Now,
Yeah.
I do feel the Benelli's overpriced by somewhere between $1,000 and $500, but it's a quality shotgun.
Yeah, the 930 is a great shotgun. Got to use a slug if... Oh, I missed it. Sorry, guys. I'm missing a lot in chat.
If I need a slug, I'm going to a rifle.
Yeah.
My shotguns are for shot.
You got to have versatility, man. I
Fuck
disagree.
that. For
You gotta
what?
have versatility. To throw a 70 millimeter projectile at someone. That's what...
Yeah, but tell me what situation a 70 millimeter projectile is worse than 15, 9 millimeter projectiles?
Okay, so that's a lot less energy. I'm not saying one is worse or better, but a 15. So this is the 9 shot, and this is the 15 shot, right?
Okay.
All of these are going to lose energy and distance faster, energy transfer faster
That's the
than
point of the shotgun.
a 70 millimeter slug. If you're shooting a slug, you're going to get more distance, and it devastates.
Okay, so distance is your core argument. Now tell me where that slug would be superior to, say, a SCAR 17 or an AR 15.
So what I'm saying is that having slugs and buckshot and double odd buck number 4, having different loads gives you versatility in any situation. So
repeatability, the same ammo all the time. I know what the shotgun's going to do, how it's going to perform, what it's going to feel like. Everything. I have all my shotguns staged up right next to a rifle.
Yeah,
so
but
if I
if
leave that,
firefight, you're not going to be worried about recoil.
Yeah, but I have it in that little area, my final fallback position. That is the only places I have shotguns staged, and there's a rifle right there. So I'm going to run it dry, and I'm going to throw it away. Or if I leave that area, I'm going to throw it away, and I'm going to grab a rifle.
So, okay, so in that sense, I agree. But if you did not have that, a minute and 30 seconds or whatever to go run and grab a rifle,
They're right next to each other. They're in the same exact spot.
I'm just saying, not every you're thinking of your scenario. I don't know what your scenario looks like in your room, where your shotgun is and where your rifle is. The ability to turn your shotgun into a more accurate device that creates massive energy with a huge slug in an instant just by breech loading one slug. I love slugs. I think the ability to focus all that energy on the one target is, just
the only situation I see for a slug is if you're deer hunting in an area that only allows them. Now,
what if you're hunting, but it's not deer?
Then I'd have a rifle.
I see value in both. Because
I could do anything you could do with a shotgun better with a rifle, unless we're talking about shot. specifically buckshot?
Jesus, Logan. I'd rather shoot my AR-15 in 458 SOCOM because I'm old and have frail shoulders.
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
But if you run this particular shot shell, there's actually like no recoil. You can just hammer through these quick. Like it and it accelerates them to an acceptable velocity. It's like 1,200 or 1,300 feet per second. I think it might say on there. It don't say. Holy shit, it's 11 o'clock. All right, we got to shut her down. But yeah, seriously, like think about it. Like you keep a shotgun staged up exactly where a rifle is. So in that one little area where a shotgun is relevant, you use it there, and then it's gone, and you're to a rifle.
Yeah, I mean, I think there are other ways to throw shotgun ammo on you. Like these. Shout out to Matt in the chat. These little Safari Land, like these things are awesome. The 27 round bandolier you could throw crossbody or like a belt. That's great, and just breech load your tube when needed. But being able to turn it into a multifunctional platform, there's no downside to it. That's all I'm saying.
I look at it as if I'm in that area, things have gone ridiculously south. Either I got surprised in the middle of the night or I was pushed back to that area. My shotgun is just say, get the hell off me. Then I'm going to the rifle after I have a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, the shotgun would not be the first thing that I grab in most situations.
Yeah, I have it in the exact situation where I'm like, this would be a really good spot for a shotgun. But right next to it, I also have a rifle sitting there because I'll run the shotty dry, ditch it, and grab the rifle.
So what you should do is shrink wrap it and hang it in the shower.
Yeah, but then you got to get that shrink wrap off.
It's the H2O. You just leave it in there just as
yeah, right? I'll just lay it in the bottom of the tub.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
You think these are water resistant?
For a little bit.
Suppose if my kids are taking a bath and it's floating, they'd probably get damaged.
I know, right? Don't worry about the kids. Just worry about the Walmart buckshot.
Right. But all right, let's shut this down because I told my girl I'd be done by 11. We got some movies to watch tonight. You're
a shower, Serbu. You're good, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for inviting me on. That was fun. All my friends. Bro, I'm not high, and I'm not on the job. Why does everyone?
Dude, they just tear you apart.
I know, man. Shit.
All right, man. You have a good night.
Bro. Thanks for having me on, man.
Thanks for everyone being in the chat. Appreciate those super chats. Thank you for stopping by, hanging out for 2 hours and 22 minutes.
And if you're interested in learning more about what I do and what we do,
gay frogs and
no gay frogs. People that talk about gay frogs. But check out our channel. It's Dark Light Dugan, and we're the shit. So high on life, bro. Yep. So stay safe, stay dangerous, and
some bitch.
People later.